What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So where I last left off was draining the oil on this truck. So what I'm gonna do now is, while all the suspension pieces are out of this truck, I'm gonna go ahead and fix the sub oil pan leak that I'm having on this truck. So right up here on my lower engine oil pan, I've been having a leak that's been getting worse every year and year every time I do an oil change. And I figure since all these suspension parts is out, this would be a good opportunity for me to replace the gasket. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this lower oil pan and replace the gasket. Go ahead and start removing the bolts around the lower engine oil pan, and then there should be a bolt behind here on the transmission bell housing. I think a 1 or 2 bolts I'm going to have to remove from the back to make sure this sub oil pan comes out. It's gonna be kind of hard to show you, so I figured I'd come up here and quickly show you what I'm doing. So up here, right at this bolt, I'll be removing that bolt from the rack, and I'm also going to be taking this high pressure power steering line that's going to the rack. I'll be taking this whole both of these lines that it's connecting to the rack, removing that one bolt right there out, and then I should be able to just remove the bolts from the rack, and it should just drop. Now that the power steering rack is removed, I have better access for the sub engine oil pan. So the only bolts I need to get are like 3 or 4 of them right here in the front. I'm gonna go ahead and remove those right now. On this oil pan gasket, I think my problem that I was having was right here, because this gasket is obviously broken right here, and that's where majority of my leak was coming from. So I'm gonna replace this. In order to replace this, they have in the factory these rivets on this gasket that holds it into place. So what you have to do is actually remove these rivets by just drilling them out. There's only two on both sides, or one on both sides. So we'll drill those out and then clean the surface area and then replace the gasket and then reinstall it back onto the block. I think this will be a good opportunity to go ahead and clean the parts while it's out of the vehicle. Just make sure when you're cleaning parts you don't want to get anywhere near the electrical connectors. I'm going to try avoiding cleaning in here really, but it's going to be kind of hard. I'll probably just end up cleaning as much as I can. I couldn't find this anywhere, but from what I've been reading on the instructions, I got to cut 3 inches from the lower A frame mount. Looking at the pictures that McGaughys gives me in their little instructions, it's kind of hard to understand, but I'm pretty sure this is what they mean, and I'll show you what I mean with the confusion that I was having. Alright, so this is the lower A arm frame mount that I'm talking about. And on the driver's side, I need to cut 3 inches inward, and on the passenger side, I need to cut 3.5 inches inward. Now, I was kind of confused because just looking at it, I was thinking they meant measure from 3 inches from here to here. But if that's the case, then that means where do I measure? Because this has a curve. If I measured up here, my measurement would be closer to here. If I measured down here, my cut would be closer to here. So I was really, really confused. And then one of the texts was just like, "Are you sure you're not supposed to measure from here?" And that makes more sense, because that has to be what they mean, because this is the only side that's flat and this side's curved, so it's kind of, you just don't really know. But I'm pretty sure you measure on this is the driver's side, so 3 inches from here to here. It's gonna cut around here, and then on the passenger side, from measuring from here 3.5 inches, and it'll be cutting around here. So that was the confusion that I was having, because I was not exactly sure where I needed to measure, but I'm pretty sure it just makes more sense. That's where you need to go to measure. So that's where I'm gonna go, that's where I'm gonna cut, and if for whatever reason it doesn't work out, then I guess I gotta figure something out. I've got to measure 3.5 inches. I don't know know if you guys can see that, but on the back, on the passenger side, I made a 3.5-inch mark inwards, and then I'll be cutting from here, and then we'll be removing this piece off of the A-arm mounting bracket. For the driver's side, it's going to be 3 inches, not 3.5. And then I'll be marking right there. Okay, so that is a wrap for today. I didn't quite get everything that I wanted done, but I will in the next video, so stay tuned. If you enjoy this type of content, please give me a like, subscribe if that's your thing, and of course, I will see all of you in the next video. Peace.